Well, I'm at the North Chelmsford Bowling Lane with the proprietors, Robin and Ron Hennessy. How are you today?
Hi, Tom. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're here in mid-November 2020, right?
Yes.
And we're in the middle of a pandemic, a COVID-19 pandemic, which explains why you have the masks on at the moment.
Correct.
But for the video, would you mind taking the masks off or putting it down?
Yep, absolutely.
So that we could hear you better.
Of course.
Sure.
So, but you do have the people wear the mask when they're here, which we could talk about. I just had to fix the video there a little bit. And so I'm Tom Christiano. I'm here for Chelmsford News, which we post on the Chelmsford News page. And also we have a cable TV show called Chelmsford News. Robin is a good friend of mine on Facebook, and she always gives my artwork thumbs up, which is wonderful.
It's awesome.
And so I went to Robin's page a week or two ago, and I saw that she's a proprietor with her husband of this bowling alley. So could you tell us, when did you become the proprietors of the bowling alley, and how did that come about?
Last November, we took over the place. The previous owner decided to retire, so I've been working here for the last 30 years.
Really?
So in order to really buy this job, you got to understand how the machines work and be able to fix the machines.
And
So
you know how to do that, right?
I do, yeah.
So you've been doing that, did you say 30 years or something?
30 years.
You've been working here?
Bowling and working here.
Wow, so you must be a great bowler, right, Ron?
At one point, I was up in the 125
Average?
Average.
For
I
duck
haven't
pin.
bowled recently because I'm trying to take over the business.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to bowl and work at the same time.
Yeah, so 125 with duck pin, though, people should know that's a lot harder on duck pins than the 10-pin bowling, which the averages are usually much higher, aren't they?
Correct.
And with the big ball I'm talking about.
Correct.
Yeah.
So duck pin, that's where you get three shots, right? 3 balls per box or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I used to bowl a lot when I was in high school and stuff, but not much since then.
It's in between
I'm more
a
into
duck
biking
pin
now.
and a candle pin. I mean, it's in between a candle pin and 10 pin. It's a little bit different than that.
Oh, I see, yeah, because candle pin is something different, right? Like taller pins and
Yes.
somehow
It
different.
has the same concept as candle pin,
Yeah.
but the ball's a little bigger and the pins are shaped a little different.
Oh, the balls are a little bigger and stuff. So you're the proprietors now, and you're 30 years experience. Ron has it. How about you, Robin? Have you been here before, or did you just come on?
Actually, I've lived in Chelmsford all my life, and I really didn't know much about it until he started bowling here 30 years ago.
Oh, but that's
so. Then he bowled every week, and then he just started getting good friends with the owner, and he just started helping him out and learning the machines and working here for him, helping him out, and so I just kind of help out. I kind of help him. He's the main proprietor. I help with little things. So, but it's been fun. A lot of people have been coming down that, like yourself, used to bowl years ago, and old memories with family that, their parents used to bring them, and now they're bringing their kids and grandkids, and so it's been really fun meeting new people and meeting some of the older people as well.
It brings back a lot of memories, you're right, for me, because when I was young, bowling was a huge thing for me. I remember when I was a freshman in high school, couldn't wait for Saturday morning. We had the bowling league at the lanes. I had the shirt, the bowling shirt. It was a big deal for me then. I used to love it.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. You have 6 lanes here, right?
Correct, yep.
And so people get 3 balls per box, you might say, right?
Yeah.
And could I ask what cost is per?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
So it's $20 an hour per lane.
For as many people?
Yeah.
For as many people as they want to bowl on that lane.
On that lane? Oh, $20 per lane,
Per
an
lane.
hour.
An hour.
Yep.
I see.
And the shoes are $2 for adults and $1 for the children.
Oh, that's nice. That's reasonable.
Yeah, very reasonable.
So $20, and you could, what is it? You could have like 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 people would be comfortable.
Comfortable?
There, yeah.
So 4 for an hour, $20. That would be $5 each.
Yeah.
Correct.
And they could bowl for an hour.
They probably get 3 strings in probably within an hour.
Not Not for 4 people, but probably 2 hours
Yeah.
for 4 people. You can get 3 strings in.
Yeah, nice.
So,
That would be $10 each then?
Yeah.
Nice, so that's very reasonable.
yeah.
So how do people do it? First of all, what are your hours here that people could just come in and bowl? Because I'm sure that's restricted, right? I mean, you're not open all the time.
No, mainly on weekends.
Mainly on
Yeah,
weekends?
we usually post on our Facebook page
Oh.
that what Saturdays or Sundays if we're open.
Okay.
If anybody would like to come down during the week, they can certainly get in touch with us.
Yeah.
We have the Facebook page. They could message us. The best way to get in touch with us would be Ron's cell phone, because we do have a bowling alley phone,
Yeah.
but if we're not here during the day
Oh,
and
right.
they want to come
Yeah.
down, then we don't hear the phone ringing.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to call Ron's cell, which is 978-314-1146.
314-1146, area code 978.
Yes.
Beautiful. So hopefully
Yep.
people
So they
remember
can
that.
call
but-
him, and we can just come down and open for them. We're more than willing to come
Nice.
down, open up anytime somebody would like to come down.
Nice.
Yes.
But you have 3 leagues or 2 or 3 leagues going on right now, right?
2 leagues right now.
Oh, no.
Thursday night league and a Monday night league.
Yeah.
Last year we had 5 leagues.
Oh, okay.
Due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
They've canceled out. So we're hoping by next year to get
Yes.
those leagues back and get it a little busier.
I hope so too, because, unfortunately, your proprietors, you took over kind of just at the
Yes.
worst time when the pandemic started coming on,
Right.
really big in March of 2020. Things started closing down. So it's very difficult for you. So that's why I'm so glad I'm able to talk to you
Yes,
now. And
thank you.
I'm trying to help out
Very
all the
good.
small businesses in Chelmsford if they would like
Yes.
some help and publicity.
Yeah.
Because I feel so bad for them. You just take over a business and then all of a sudden the pandemic comes
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
The governor or people closing down things. At least now things are opened up so people could come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still, hopefully next year it's going to be much better for you if you can hang in there.
We
And
can only
people-
hope.
We'll get to-
People have been very good about, coming in and, there's plenty of room to space them out. If two couples or something come down, we space them out.
Yeah.
They're really good about wearing their masks, and Ron has a really great protocol for the cleaning in between people.
Oh, that's right. So you clean, the balls are important to be cleaned,
the
right?
balls are
In
cleaned.
between, that's a
Everything.
big job for you.
This- yep.
When the pandemic's over, your life's going to be so much easier
Oh,
and better.
heaven.
Yeah. So speaking of a couple you mentioned, if somebody's on a date or something and they want to bowl for an hour, just 2 people in a lane,
Right.
it would be $20 and they'd have an hour together bowling,
Right.
get some exercise,
Yeah.
and then they could go for coffee or
Yeah.
something to eat later or
Right.
before.
Yep.
So that's a nice
So
date,
it's just a
right?
nice little date and get together, yes.
Nice.
We
Yeah.
have
And-
some good restaurants in
Around.
town.
Right, even nearby here. So
Yeah.
we're, by the way, we're at the intersection
Yes.
in Vinyl Square, the big
That's correct.
intersection. If you look at one of the buildings, you'll see the bowling sign on the top there. And what's right next to you? The dry cleaners or something,
Yes,
right? And there's a
correct.
pet grooming
Yep.
place?
That's
the
all
building.
upstairs from
Yep,
us.
and then there's that parking lot, so people can park right there.
The parking
beside
lot
the
is in
building.
front of the place,
Yep.
which is where I parked
So
today.
we're at 22 Vinyl Square in North Chelmsford.
22 Vinyl
Yes.
Square, North Chelmsford. And you were mentioning to me before that you have a kind of a party room that people
Yes.
could rent out. Could we talk a little about
Yes,
that?
absolutely. So we have a little room in the back that has tables and benches, and there has been several parties that have been going on back there, well, of course, before the pandemic. People like to rent out the whole bowling alley. They have the entire bowling alley, and we don't let any public in. That includes their shoes.
Oh, you
And
don't? Excuse me, when they're renting out the place for 3 hours, is it?
You can do it for 3
So
hours.
then you basically don't allow other people
No.
in, so it's totally theirs?
Yep, it's just like renting
It's
a
reserved
hall
for them. That's
yep,
wonderful. I'm
it's
sorry. So
all
that-
theirs.
So that's reserved solely for
all
their
them.
party?
Yep.
How- up to-
$300, and that includes their shoes, unlimited bowling for 3 hours, and the little party room, you can bring in your own food, We had our granddaughter's birthday here a couple of times, and we brought in the food, the munchies, the pizza, the birthday cakes, and we let you decorate. Feel free to decorate.
Oh, nice.
And the one thing that we didn't mention, it is a cash business. Like we don't have any access to, credit cards or anything like that.
Oh,
So
that's good to
everything's
know. I'm glad
cash.
you told me that.
Yes.
Do you know the dimensions of that party room back there? Just about how many?
It's probably 9 by 12.
Oh, it's not that large there. 9 feet by 12 feet?
Yeah.
Oh,
About that.
so you can't fit that many people in
No,
there, right?
you can probably fit. It's just enough. So what we did was we put all the food in the back there, and people made their plates, and so they came and they sat down and watched the kids bowl or whatever, and then do the birthday cake. And then what we did was we set up a chair right here, and my granddaughter opened all her presents right here.
Oh, nice.
So we were all out here. We could see her, and
So
it really
that's where
works
the
out
room
well.
is, right, by the way, is here in the bowling area.
Yes.
Basically, you might say that's a setup room with the food, the
Yes,
drinks.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
could people bring in beer and wine if they want or
They
whatever?
bring in just their beverages.
Their beverages.
Whatever beverage they
Whatever.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So then they could get the food there, they could come out here, party and
Yes,
whatever for
absolutely.
3 hours, did you say?
3 hours. Some people only want it for 2, which is
Yeah.
fine. So it's basically $100 an hour.
Oh, I see. But you could
get,
work with them
you
if
get
they
the
wanted
whole thing to
Absolutely.
yourself.
A shorter time.
Yeah,
You
so-
might charge them a little less or something.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
wonderful.
Yes. So we've had birthday parties, Christmas parties. Last year we had our first New Year's Eve party. So, it's been really nice, different
Oh, a
functions.
New Year's Eve party. So
Yes.
people could even rent it. Is it rented yet for this New Year's
Not
Eve?
yet.
Okay.
Don't know, because right now there can't be a big group of people.
Oh,
So,
right, yeah.
We have to be very careful.
How
with
about
that.
Christmas around that time? Do you have any
We have
reservations for
had-
then?
We have.
Oh, and
Last year, our
last
first
year.
year, we did.
But no, so far this year, no
Not yet,
reservations
no.
for
No
that?
reservations.
No.
I think a lot of the companies are a little nervous about everybody getting together.
Yeah.
But
It's such
what can
such
we
a
do,
terrible
you know what I mean?
time.
It's- Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So your hours of operation, you were mentioning mostly weekends. How about
Yeah.
your 2 leagues? When do they come here, at night or
They
during
come
the
at
week?
nighttime from probably 7 to 9:30.
Monday and Thursday.
7 to
Thursday.
9:30?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And how do you like running this place so far? It's been, what, a little over a year?
Yeah, just a year this month.
A year this month? Great.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Well, 1 year anniversary this month, yes. So it's been fun.
Oh, good.
It's been a lot. I should say he has done a lot of work to it. I've done a lot of cleaning, but he's
Oh.
done a lot of, like he just put in that new floor and,
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
he does flooring, so on the side, so he's put in some new floors. And I mean, this bowling alley is, how old?
85 years old.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned
Yes.
that. So what's the history of this thing? It was begun about 85 years ago.
Yes.
And at that time, it was probably even more active, right? You weren't here then, of course. But,
No.
but I mean, do you have photos of when, you must have some photos around, right, or no?
Not back in 1935, but we do have a lot of our people that live in this town. They still have pictures of them when they were kids here, and they
Oh,
some of
nice.
them used to set pins down here before the machinery
Yeah.
came in.
I remember those days because on my computer, I love old historic pictures,
Yes,
if you may
yes,
know
you
from
do.
Chelmsford News.
Yep.
And I'm always fascinated by, I have a picture of young children, like 10 or 11 years old. It might have been around 1900, and you could see them by the pins.
Right.
And they would set
Setting
up.
Yep.
And I remember when I was young too, going to a place where they still had people setting up the pins
Yes.
by hand. It was
There is still a place
In Rhode Island.
in Rhode
that
Island.
do that, yeah.
So could you imagine, it's good for children, like I had a paper route when I was young, but to make some extra money or whoever needs it.
Right.
But we're so lucky with the automation that came in
Yes.
after that, in 1940s, 50s, et cetera. Makes it so much easier. But now the children have to get jobs elsewhere, if they can't find them.
Yeah, no, they don't do that now, so.
So you like running it so far, and you have the page on Facebook, right?
Yes.
And what is the name of that page?
It's
Do you know?
North Chelmsford Duck Pin Bowling Alley.
North Chelmsford
Yep.
Duck Pin.
If they go to Facebook and just even type in bowling alley,
Yeah.
just to do a search.
right.
They
Oh,
can
maybe
search it that
or
way.
Bowling Alley Chelmsford or
Yeah,
Bowling Alley
something
North
like that,
Chelmsford.
yeah.
It'll probably
It
come up.
comes up,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, good. And I got to like that page too because I didn't know you had
Yes.
that Facebook page.
Yep.
There is only 2 duck pin bowling alleys in Massachusetts.
You're kidding?
No, that's it.
There's only 2 in the whole state?
Yep.
Yes.
And this is one of them? That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this, did a lot of them go out of business or just?
Yeah, a lot of them were
'Cause
in
there
the
were
rural
more.
area
Oh.
and they went out of business.
Oh.
So there was one in Tewksbury at one time where the old Home Depot, where the Home Depot and the old 495 drive-in was.
Oh,
That
oh.
was a big duck pin bowling lane. That went out of business. So
Oh my, well, we got to help keep this thriving,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
Especially once the
Exactly.
pandemic is over.
Yes.
But even now, you could rent for your party, which are
Yes,
just small
Exactly, has to be
groups
small
and,
and, yeah.
and have a birthday party, whatever. And even about the holidays, you could contact Robin and Ron. We gave out the cell phone earlier.
Yep.
But you could also check through Facebook.
Yes.
I assume your phone number's there and some way to
Yes.
get in touch with you right from your Facebook page, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Correct.
And a lot of people message us through Facebook, so.
Oh, yeah, and that's how I got to know you,
Yes,
right, Robin?
exactly.
And, well, it's been great visiting with
Thank
you
you,
both
Tom.
today. Before we leave, did we cover everything? Is there anything I left off? We have your contact information.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have something about the hours, what you
Yeah.
offer. We have the parties we covered.
Yeah, the amount of money.
The pandemic, you sterilize everything after
Yeah.
each party or whatever?
Everything,
After
everything.
Which is hard to,
We have sanitizers on the table for them. We
Oh,
have
with sanitizers,
wipes
yeah.
available for them. If they're not comfortable, if they would like to do it themselves, we have wipes available. They're more than welcome to, if they just want that little extra wipe, they can do that. But he after everybody leaves, he cleans and disinfects and everything, and then sprays the sanitizer everywhere. So
Wonderful.
everything.
Well, hopefully this video will help you get more
Thank
people
you.
in here, especially so we get to next year when the pandemic hopefully will be over. But it's been great talking to you.
Thank you, Tom.
Robin and Ron Hennessy, right?
you. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Hello, this is Tom Christiano for the Chelmsford News, and I'm at the Music Elements music teaching studio on Summer Street in Chelmsford with the owner, Anita Connerty. How are you, Anita?
Good, Tom. How are you?
Good, thanks. It's great to be back. I know Anita, I've known Anita for a number of years now because I've watched her play with her Beantown Band, which is fantastic. Anita's a drummer.
Yes.
And also I did a show with Anita last year. We had a great time.
Yep.
So, and Anita's a good supporter of my artwork on Facebook, so I love Anita. So I had to come over. So I wanted to come over and get a quick update, which we could start with about the pandemic, how things are going. Here, what's the address here, just so people will know?
Sure, we're at 3 Summer Street.
Well, yeah, right near the plaza, right? Just before you get to the strip mall or the plaza.
Right, yeah.
Just before that, there's a building, and you're on the second floor, right?
Yes.
So during the pandemic, do people have to call you before they go in, or could they come in the door?
It's very different now, no. So what happens is the student stays outside and the teacher goes down to get the student when they're ready. So we took our waiting room away so no one else can be in the building. If the student needs to be with a parent or a guardian,
Yeah.
they can come in the room, but
Yeah.
they have to have a mask or a shield and sit at least 6 feet apart. We have everything spaced at least 6 feet apart.
Nice.
So what happens is, too, there's no back-to-back lessons. Like it used to be 3:30, 4:30. Now there's 10 minutes in between every student so the teacher can completely sanitize the room.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, there's no more money exchange, so...
Oh, no? What, how do you do it? With
So-
credit cards or?
What happens is
Oh.
they pay in advance. Usually
Oh,
pay a
good.
month in advance with a check
Good.
that gets mailed.
Good.
So the staff is really safe. No one goes in the office anymore. There's no money exchange.
Wow.
There's, what else we're doing? A lot of lessons online.
Oh,
A
nice.
lot
So,
of people don't feel comfortable coming back to the school.
so with their individual instructor, right?
Yes.
Via Zoom?
Yes, Zoom
And they
or
do it
Skype
or Skype?
FaceTime.
Wonderful. So that's going pretty well too. Would you say like half of your students are online or?
Yeah, half the
Getting
students.
instruction?
So what happened, we closed down in March and we went completely online. Then we opened in January, and 6 of our 12
January?
instructors... I mean, I meant to say in July.
July, yes,
July.
yeah.
6 of the 12 instructors stayed online. 6 of them came physically to the school. So what they do is they bring their laptop, and if the student is online on the day that the teacher's here, they'll just go in between live lessons and online lessons.
Nice.
And then if the student doesn't fall on the day that they're here, they'll do it from their home,
Wonderful.
which works really well. So when we came back in July, we are now probably 2/3 of the students are back, which I feel very grateful. And of those students, half of them are online.
2/3 are back, which is great. So you're able to support the business, I'd say very well, right? With 2/3 coming back?
Yes.
I mean, but it was hard when you were closed down for
When we were
a
closed
while,
down,
right?
we only had 50 students.
Oh.
They were so frightened, and they were overwhelmed with school and Zoom. They
Oh.
couldn't take another online lesson. And then it slowly came back, slowly came back. We're up to, I think, about 127 now.
Students, that's
I know, I
fantastic.
feel very lucky.
You have a great business going on. By the way, how long have you had this business, Anita?
Since 1995.
That long, 25 years now.
Yes.
You should have a big party, not this year,
I should have a big
but.
party.
Yeah.
It started in my home.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and we've been here for 7 years.
And were you teaching like drums? Anita's a drummer, as I might have mentioned.
So we have a split home, and downstairs, we turned it into a music school. My son went to college,
Yeah.
and we turned the whole downstairs into a music school. And we only had, though, like 3 rooms operating. So it was crazy fun. The streets were filled with cars. We had to hire a high school student to conduct the traffic, where to park, where not to park,
Oh, wow.
especially in the winter with the snow.
Oh my God, you had well, especially in the winter, but hire somebody for the parking.
We had to
Wow.
hire somebody for the parking.
So how long have you been in this building, Anita?
For 7 years.
So, oh, it's just 7 years. Wow.
Yes.
So you were in your home studio the prior 18 years or
Yes,
something?
yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, we-
So you're a very successful businesswoman, right?
It's going really
25
well.
years.
It's
And you're
going
back
very-
with about 2/3 of your students now, even during the pandemic.
Yes.
Which we're taping this in October, right, of 2020.
Yes.
Anita is very good about her mask, and she had it on all the time. The only reason, I asked her not to have it on now is so that we could hear her better and see her better.
Yes.
So that's the only reason, but I know Anita, even with myself, we're very careful coming in, and so that's the only reason she doesn't have the mask on right now. So I thought I'd come over here and see how things were going
Yes.
during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's going really, really
Sounds
well.
great.
In fact, 2 of our teachers are even teaching out of state now. We have one vocal piano teacher getting his master's in Ohio, so he's doing all his lessons from Ohio. And our violin instructor is teaching from the state of Washington. So we're national now.
Really? So does she live in Washington?
And he
Oh,
lives in
I see.
Ohio.
So, but she's coordinating through your school.
Yes.
So that you are like the administrator of her lessons.
Yes.
And you help her by lining up the lessons, the students, etc. That's fantastic.
It really works great.
Wow.
Yeah.
So things are going well. I think we covered about the pandemic. Do you want to give out your phone number or anything for the business?
Yeah, that would be great.
Great. Could you tell
can
us?
go to our website at music-elements.com, and you can call us at 978-221-5641.
Great, 221-5641.
Yes.
And if somebody forgets, are you also in is there a phone book anymore? Or they could
Online.
Google it, right?
Absolutely, just Google
Music
us.
Elements, right? People
Yes.
Google Music Elements at Chelmsford.
Yes.
They'll probably find all that contact information.
That will come right up.
That'll be great. Yeah, we're so lucky these days. Right? Remember
I know.
when I was young, you had to look up a word in a dictionary and go through, and most people didn't do it, so
I
it's so
know.
much easier now with the computers.
Back in
I love it.
library,
And
you had to go to the library.
Oh, yeah.
Right, for school.
remember the cards in the library if you wanted to look up a book or
Yes,
something and
yes.
find the number? Now what I do, and I order, like books or DVDs a lot, movies from the library online, then I go to the desk and they hand it to me. Everything's so much easier.
I love the internet.
Yeah, me too. I really do. So it's been, and one of the things we're doing on the internet is doing these videos which we post on YouTube, and then we get them onto our Chelmsford News Facebook group page, then on the Chelmsford News Cable TV
Oh
show.
my gosh, this is great.
So it's fantastic. So is there anything else we should say in this particular video, Anita?
I don't think so.
Do we
I
cover
just-
everything?
If you feel comfortable coming here for your lessons, you can come
Yeah.
physically to the building, and if not, the online works really, really well.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. So, well, and this is a great studio. I see all the instruments here, bongo, drums. Let me zoom out here. You can see the nice drum set that Anita's behind. And as I mentioned, Anita is a fantastic drummer for this band, Beantown. If you haven't heard Beantown and they have an opportunity to play, you got to go see them. They're like one of the best bands I've ever heard. And for dancing, and they do a lot of wedding things too. They are fantastic. Everybody gets up. Remember, you were going to have a show this year because of the pandemic. We had to
Jamie
cancel it.
Lanto, that was so much fun.
Yes. So how is Beantown doing quickly? Are you back this year? Or are you going to wait till next year?
We're not back.
Yeah.
The last gig we performed, we do mostly weddings now, and the last gig
Yeah.
was in March.
In March, yeah.
And
So-
pretty much everyone moved to 2021, and now some 2021s are moving 2022.
Nice.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll get the vaccine by
Yes.
early 2021, hopefully.
Yes.
Then you and your Beantown Band
And
will
we
be
start
playing
playing,
all over.
yeah.
But I can't wait to, hopefully you'll play at the Elks again for that fundraiser.
I hope
And
so, too.
I'll be over there. Remember I was dancing the night away there? Because once I
That
hear
was
good
so
music, it was a lot of fun. And
It was a lot of fun, and a
over
great
the
cause.
Chelmsford Elks, the dance floor was jam-packed with people. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, we hope to do it again.
I
At the
hope
Elks.
so.
I love it there. Yes, and it's a great cause. Jamie Lanto, we have a scholarship fund at the school. If you can't afford lessons, the scholarship affords it for you. And Beantown performs to help us raise money every year.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you had it. It was jam-packed at the Chelmsford Elks.
Yes.
Not this year because of the pandemic, but the year before when I was there, it was jam-packed. It was fantastic.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much, Anita, for talking with us today.
Thank you, Tom.
And
I love
hopefully,
you. It's so
thanks,
nice to be with
same
you.
here, yeah. Anita is such a wonderful person. I love talking with her and visiting with her and
We're good
communicating with her on Facebook.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anita.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh. I'm here at the Chelmsford Pete's, and there's Leonidas and his father, George. And they're cooking up all these great foods. Oh, it's a quesadilla, huh? Sausage and peppers? And tomato. Oh, maybe if you could make me one of those, that'd be great. Wow, that looks fantastic. Oh, thank you, George. It's so great to be here. How's everything going these days? Pretty good? Good. You're still open 7 days a week, right? 11 a.m. till like 8:30 p.m. and
8 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
9 o'clock, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Nice. Wow, 9 o'clock Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah, that's great. You guys are always working so hard. Oh my God, that quesadilla looks amazing. You sell a lot of those?
Yes, we do.
That's what, with sausage and peppers
And onions sometimes.
and onions and tomato sauce. Nice. Oh, that's great. Wow. And what are you cooking over here? Like onion rings?
Onion rings, chicken fingers, and fries.
And what's the thing in the middle?
Chicken fingers.
Oh, chicken fingers. Nice. So Leonidas, you really know this business very well now, right?
Yeah, we do.
Because you've been, well, how long you been open now? Well over a year, I know, but
Almost 2.5 years.
almost 2.5 years already. Wow.
Yeah.
How time flies, huh?
Yes.
Oh my God. And you're still delivering to some local areas.
Yeah, we do. Chelmsford, Carlisle.
Chelmsford, Carlisle. I see you sometimes when I'm riding my motorcycle or my Miata, and we wave, hey, there's the Mustang. I know that's Leonidas.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, oh, there's George scraping off the stove, the oven there, or whatever, the cooktop. The grill, yeah, the grill. You guys work so hard. Oh my God. Well, I'll let you go for now on the video. Thank you.